Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is my 07 335i X-Drive, and she needs a high pressure fuel pump. So, we got one. This is an eBay special, link in the description below. This is a brand new pump, obviously aftermarket. I think I paid $140 for it. So a lot cheaper than an OEM. You know, hopefully it'll last. So anyway, issue I've been having with this car is it is stage 2+, and I had the MOSFETs fry. I upgraded to the MSD81, and now I'm running out of fuel once I get above 15 pounds of boost or so. So all the diagnostics look like it's a high pressure fuel pump issue. So I'm going to start here. If this doesn't fix it, then I'm going to go with a stage 2 low pressure fuel pump after this. But regardless, this thing has 155,000 miles on it, so it needs a high pressure fuel pump anyway. And when I did this on my 550i, I had them both replaced because that was a twin turbo V8. That fixed the issue, which is the same issue I'm having with this. So here we go. Pretty straightforward. Let me show you the tools that I use to get this job done. 5mm hex head socket, T25 socket, E12 socket, 11mm socket, 10mm socket, couple of extensions, 3/8 drive ratchet for the sockets, flathead screwdriver for some of the little sensor connections. This is a 5mm regular Allen wrench because the bottom bolt and the back bolt, that's the only way I could reach it with this. 17mm for the gas lines. I used a pair of pliers for a couple of the electrical connectors that were a bugger to get off. And then finally, a torque wrench to install your intake manifold gasket bolts and nuts down to 15 Newton meters. Don't forget a high pressure fuel pump. But this is the old one because I already did it. All right, guys, it's the next day. I just got super busy yesterday dealing with other crap. So we're gonna jump right in, and first thing we're gonna do is we're going to get the cowl out of there, and then we are going to get rid of the fresh air inlet, the cones, and then we're going to tackle the charge pipe. Now, that clip up there, pry it up, and then down here I have an aftermarket charge pipe, so I need to remove mine at the hose clamp down here. One of them was a pain in the butt, I just don't remember which one. I'll check in after that. All right, we got all that fun stuff removed. My charge pipe is an absolute bear, and then I didn't unplug this first, and I broke it. I bet the pin's back, though, the one pin, so hopefully it works. If not, I'll just replace it. Now we're on to the intake manifold. That's where that connector was, too. There's, like, no play on it. I mean, it's right there. It's not going anywhere. So make sure you unplug that first. Now we got a bunch of 11 mils holding on the intake manifold. All right, so your first one right here is actually an 11mm bolt. The rest of them are nuts. So now I believe we should be ready to take this off. Obviously, we need to disconnect map sensor. All right, there's a maze of stuff down here. Wow, there's a starter. That looks terrible. But yeah, we gotta unplug all this garbage too. So, and oh, the inside of those heads, that head definitely needs some walnut blasting, but oh well, probably should replace these O-rings. All right, let me get these disconnected. Well, let me tell you what, there was nothing easy about that. This connection here, it's just one of the press and release. Yeah, good luck with just pressing and releasing that bad boy. You've got your connection here for the throttle body. These 3 T25s I took out so that whole mess could stay down here. And then you also have, I unplugged this to get it out of the way, this as well to get it out of the way. What am I missing? We got some vacuum lines, obviously. I had the vacuum line for the charge pipe blow-off valve. And then over here, you have your vacuum line here for the manifold. Now mine I had to cut because it wasn't coming off of there, so I'll clean that up, take that old piece off of there. The vacuum line's long enough to go back on there, but yeah. And with the T25s on the bottom, I highly doubt that one's going back in. It was a weird angle. I think with these two it'll be just fine. I might do these gaskets here because looks like they're leaking a little bit. But now that that is out of the way, ugh. Now the real chore begins. There's your high pressure fuel pump right there. So, and it definitely looks like it's the OEM original. There's a fuel line at the bottom, fuel line at the top, and then there's 3 bolts holding it in. I think they're 5mm Allen or hex heads. That's what we'll do next. And then also you have your electrical connector here for the high pressure fuel pump as well. Then we should be able to slide that bad boy out and get it out. All right, I believe this top line is a 17 mil. Probably should have a rag and good, soak up anything that comes out. All right, that fuel line is out of the way. Why is everything so hard to get to on this damn car, man? Yeah, and that's got a bracket down there. It looks like an E10 holding that bottom line on, so E12. Got the top line out of the way. Connector is unplugged. Bottom line is out of the way. You have to remove a screw and everything that holds that line on, that line. Now we're down to the, there's a 5mm there, hex head. 5mm here and a 5mm here. This extension should work. It is extremely hard to get that one right there. I had to go super jank because I don't have, if you had a 5mm that was long, you'd be good because then you'd be able to clear all this. So what I did is I had got an old school Allen wrench here and basically turned the end with pliers so I could loosen this up. And that's the only way I could do it because like I said, I might have to go to Harbor Freight and invest in some of them long ones. But now this should be easy-ish to get. Yeah, that's what I used. Well, same goes for the bottom one too, because you can't you can't get anything else in there either, so. Ah, finally! Why is there so much oil coming out of it? I don't know if oil's supposed to be coming out of there. How about I research that real quick? Okay, so I did not know this, but the high pressure fuel pump uses oil for lubrication. I just Googled it and checked everything out, and that is true. So there should be oil coming out of that, I guess, when you break this seal. I didn't have a leak, so that means my O-ring was not shot yet. But the new one comes with a brand new O-ring. One thing that we want to do first is get this in the same orientation. We'll set it like that, and then we need to make sure that the impeller, propeller, whatever, is in the same spot. So it can, there's a groove that it needs to slide into. So just like that, they're matched up. Boom, boom. Down there in the housing, you can see the groove where it has to slide into. So I'm gonna clean this up real quick before we slide the new one in. Yeah. Speaking of cleaning up messes, check this ad out from today's sponsor. Is your life a mess? Literally. Do you suffer from dirty engine bay syndrome? Or your friend's piece of crap vehicle leaving oil all over your concrete-itis? Or perhaps you have the chicken cordon blues? Then you should ask your mechanic about Super Clean. With their foam application and their original spray cleaner, Super Clean products make cleanup quick and easy, with the exception of the chicken cordon blues. Super Clean may cause extended periods of cleaning, increased organizational habits, the desire to be cleaner, and your friend's jealousy over how clean your shop is. Let me get that back bolt in there, just because it's so hard to reach that thing. Like a glove. Like a glove. Woo! there we go. All snug down. All right, she is officially in. Now I'm gonna button everything back up. Bottom gas line, top gas line, the connector, and yeah, we should be good. Don't ask me about torque specs on that. I just tightened it. I don't know if there are torque specs or not, but now it's just putting everything back together. Well, it's not a terrible job. It's just tedious. I got the intake manifold setting on there. So when you put your one bolt and then your other 11 mil nuts on there, you want to torque them all evenly. Torque spec is 15 Newton meters or 11 foot-pounds. So that's what I'm going to do next. And then I'll start plugging everything in. I got the vacuum line in on the manifold, the map sensor, that pipe and sensor in the back, and then hopefully, like I said, the charge pipe, the pins, hopefully I bent them back correctly and they work, because I don't want to replace that sensor. But anyway, intake manifold time. All right, 15 Newton meters. There it goes. Woo. It's hot in here. I'm about to get naked. Yes. Not too bad of a job. A couple of hours. Did I do it right? I don't know. Guess we should fire this bad boy up and see what happens. All right, guys. So everything is back together, except for the cowl. I put that on last. I'm gonna fire her up. First I'm gonna prime it, make sure no gas spews out all over the place. And then we'll, if that checks out, we'll start it. Nothing yet. Nothing yet, like something's gonna happen. I hope nothing happens. Oh, she sounds good. The hood struts, man. Oh, every time. Scares the crap out of me. Oh, I got the light in there. Good old Harbor Freightage. We need to let this bad boy warm up. Take her for a spin. All right, so, yeah, I think that was the problem. I'm cruising now, hitting above 15 PSI. And so far, so good. It's just, I think the T16 turbos are just a little bit too big for MHD to figure out. You almost get like a boost push and a higher RPM. So, but it's not breaking up and killing it right now. I do think I have an issue with my DME though, just because it disconnects from the MHD and then it won't produce boost. So I'm not sure what's going on there, and I've flashed a tune a couple of times. So here we go. This is a stage 1 plus tune, so it tops out at about 16, 17 PSI. But the N54 is just so cool. All the noises it makes. Man. But I'm almost home, so I'll wrap this video up when I get there. Woohoo! Man, God, this thing is so much fun. Now, I've got 153,000 miles on it though, so hopefully she don't blow up. You know what I mean? And this is an E30 map. But yeah, let's check her out. I just did a couple of logs as well, so I'll wrap those up and email them to myself so I can check them out. Well, there you guys have it. The high pressure fuel pump on the N54. Specifically, this one is my 335xi. Link in the description below. I will link Amazon and eBay on this. The eBay one will be the one that I bought for this, which is the cheapest one. Right now, it's April of 2025, and I paid $139.99 plus tax for it. So, in the description below. Hopefully this video helped you guys out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Later. What is happening, guys? I wanted to tell you about a new program that I am doing. It's called the eBay Ambassador Program, where I actually get a storefront that I can design and put parts that I use on my vehicles. I'm not going to put anything on there that I do not use. Now, you might have an option or two. I put Chinese iridium spark plugs in this, so I'm also going to post the actual NGK spark plugs on there as well. It's in the beginning phases, so there's not a whole lot going on there, but as eBay develops this, that storefront right below here, link in the description below, will be updated as time goes on. Thanks for the support, guys. Back on with it.